Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this one I'm gonna continue with the JSON, but I just wanna one more hard coding before I move to second stage of this JSON videos. You see, if the array has a name, how should we give the array name? Let's say I have object to object 1 and object 2 for JSON, but all this object has a name. For this array I have a name restaurant. This location of the restaurant, one might be located on one place, another on second place. How should we hard code those one? Let's hard code this one, and I already placed it right here. Let's also send this to see it on a computer. Okay, just go to reset. And now I send it as again JSON data. This time my array is a restaurant, not the data. And how should we do that and give them array name? Then array has a two item, 1 and item 2, and each item has more information in it. So let's code this one. So let's leave it like that, and again we will start it with MbElement output message. We will say out message because it's a empty, we want to add it. Output, I say root JSON, I will call him, and output message dot create element, get root element, then create as a last child. Let me make it bigger. This would be my JSON mb. I don't know what is going on. Let me close it and come back. Save it, close it, and open it back. Let's keep jumping. MbJSON, we pick MbJSON, we parse that any data as a person name, whatever name we provide is a JSON, we will parse it to that. We create that one. So we just create a parser. Let's make it bigger. Now if you come right here again, we're gonna create JSON data then restaurant. We follow the rule. MbElement, always we working with the trees, that's why it is element of tree. This time I will say my data, because the second is data, then data is coming on the JSON domain. We will create another child under the JSON domain, and this time because it's a MB, the data is this time this is not the array anymore. This is just the element, the data element of JSON. We will make it as a data element of our JSON. Data element dot, this has a name which is data. The element name is a data. We need to provide the data, and that data it come from a domain. That's why we need to say JSON. MbJSON. Now they gave us the name of everything. If I say person name, the JSON data element name, that would be giving me the data element name. You see, data element name, and inside the data there's no value to it. If you check, this has a no value. Like you see, the value section is empty. Like for example, like this value, there's a value, but this has a no value. That's why we say null. And now we want to create restaurant. After JSON, we create the JSON domain, then we create data has a no value, and this has a no value, and right now we're gonna restaurant also has a no value. How you do that? Again, we're gonna, this time I'm gonna see one restaurant, that way you know it. restaurant root element data restaurant. After data, you see I just put it everything like one by one together, so you will see there's a picture. This also has a last child, because create as a last child, and we need to provide in the argument same thing. We this time, because if you check, this time the restaurant is also a element name, no doubt, there's a no value, but also the restaurant is array type, which has a 2 item in it, item 1 and item 2. So we need to make this one as array, and also we need to mention the name of this element. So that's why we need to work with a JSON again, because it's a JSON dot array, because we will tell him this is a JSON array. We will identify him as a JSON array and comma. Now you need to give the array name. What is the array name? I will say I will say this restaurants, whatever is a, and as no value to it, again we put null. Null. Let's clean this guy. What is this? This guy is extra. Okay. Why the create element? Okay, what we did, because restaurant is coming on this one. This is our parent, that's the child of the root element. So we create the array, and the array is restaurant, not the data. The last time, if you remember right here, we create array as our data element is array. But right now the data element is a regular MbElement and has no value. But right now restaurant is array. We give them a name and name, give it. After that we will, if you come back, we created up to this point, this 3. Now we need to create the item 1. First we create item 1, then item 2. Let's again copy up to this point. I'm gonna add again item to it, so that way you know item 1. We are on the item 1, and that is on the root JSON. And it say create element as a, again, first child, because item 1 is we working on the item 1. Then there's a first child, there's a last child. We create item 1 as a first child. So if you pay attention, the item 1 as a first child, there's a, and also this is item 1 only name, there's a no value to it. There's a MbElement, but name no value to it. We say MbElement date name, and we just give them and also the item, because it come from there, it is come from a JSON. The data come from a JSON. We mentioned is data MbJSON.DataElement, and also the item coming from JSON. We need to MbJSON item element. We need to mention it. There's a specific data coming. MbElement is coming from a JSON domain. We will again say MbJSON. Then if you see the option, you see there's an array item, because it's belong to array, belong to a JSON domain, array of JSON domain. We pick that one, array item, and has no value to it. Now we create item 1. Let's create the data in it. First one we will say as a first child. Create element as a first child. And this is, after this is very simple. We create the first child, that would be first child. You could put every other thing as a last child. So and that would be fine. Let's MbElement dot, because it has a name and value pair, and the first child has a, you see the first child has a location, that's the element name, and element has a value too. This one has a, there's a whole value, is a string type, is mix of everything. Now we, for God's sake, now we create this one. Let's copy and paste and finish it quicker, and become 4 times. The last one is all last child. Let's put everything as a last child, create as a last child. And the second is state, and the fourth one is spoon. The distance I know is a 0, could put anything, and this is the number. Let's pick this number, and this is the state. Now we create first item. Let's make a space. This is the item 1. Let's create a second item. This we create that one. Let's create the second one. And we just copy it. Let's copy and easy. And we do same thing. Just we name them a different. This time we give them a 2. We just replace every 1 to 2, and you could replace the value to it. Just let's replace it. You will see kind of same thing. That's why. And there's a fixed read. I hope now it's clear. You just create different scenario. This is a 3 tag we created. This is for the JSON, this is for data, this is for the array restaurant. Then the first tag is for the element of item 1 and item 2. Then we add for the item our data to it. Let's deploy and run. Complete that one and deploy. Okay, all is fine when it's deploy, and I don't need to send this one, just spend because it's a hard coding. Okay, if there's no cause issue, okay, now we create. You see, the restaurant has a array name, and that has a 2 object 1 and object 2. And the first there's a, and we need to fix that one. That one is a fake, and there's a, how should we fix that? Let's go back. The reason this is come, let's make it bigger. See, this is a fake that come as a first child, because we say first child. Also this first child, this is a we say first child, create as first child. Let's create this one as a last child, because the fake one is a last child. This one will come as a last child. Right now fake has a come first child, because we just say for them first child and first child. Let's redeploy. So now they will follow the sequence. All I'm saying that. Let's finish. Now you see the road is now as a come, and the fake as a come second child, last child. So see you on the next video.